What is going down, everyone? It's time for Mojobreak.com, the hype episode 264. We're getting closer to 300, and I have a beard again. So I am no longer part of the American Mustache Institute. I am now back to being a bearded gentleman. So, of course, my reputation has gone down the tubes for this episode. But the wife's happy, and I look less like insert joke here. So anyways, we've got a lot of stuff going on. Ginter is coming out this week. We don't have a checklist, so we're going to play hypothetical of who you'd like to see in there for the non-baseball subjects. We also have Cosmic Chrome, which is another new item. So we're going to be talking about that. We've got the NFL Blitz, plus Guess That Price, where I am going to destroy a Rams fan. I am going to sacrifice the lamb for the episode. Dan, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm leaving.
Cody.
I just got blindsided here. Nobody told me what was going on. That is whack. You know what that means? Whack.
We are sacrificing Dan like Cooper Kupp's ankle. Cody,
Wow.
how did?
And you know what? You know what's great? And that basically sums up Niner fans right there. How they celebrate another athlete getting injured.
No,
on
I'm
another
not
team.
celebrating it.
But they
It's good
are
show.
quick
It's
to
good.
be like, one guy goes down for their team. They're just like, oh, what do we do? These injuries are piling up.
Well, we do have to ask Cody, and that is a good point that you made there, Dan, but I am a true loyal Niner fan. I don't act like that. But, Cody, were you having an internal battle with the Chargers-Niners game?
Look, you know my love for Mr. Sherbert. Didn't put on his A game. But you know what? When you're going against a stout Niner D like that.
He had nobody to throw the ball to.
He had no one to throw the ball
They
to.
actually hit me up. They were like, hey, Dan, can you come down to Levi and run some routes for us? I was like, I'm busy.
I ain't got time.
I'm busy. I'm watching John Wolford try to slang the rock.
That's right.
Wolfie.
The long awaited Wolford versus McCoy showdown in the desert. Or no, it was in L.A., wasn't it? Or
It was in LA.
It was in L.A.
Yeah, the
might as well have been.
The Wolf of Wall Street didn't really
No.
didn't really look very
come
good.
through.
I forget who ran the column, but it was a column I used to read in my 20s. It was
You
called
read? You used to read?
That was the last time I read. There used to be a column called the Tuesday Morning Quarterback.
Yes.
And
I believe Peter King
Yes.
would be the man. And Sports Illustrated still does it.
he still does it. I don't read it anymore because I don't read. But he always had the game they played in hell, and that was the game. The game that was played in hell was the Rams-Cardinals game. Like, if hell had a game going on, that was the game.
I think that's fair. Yeah, I think that's fair. That would be the one where you are, unless you are a fan of either team, what are you doing watching that game?
Yeah, I've seen some Niner games this year that were pretty bad.
Oh, yeah.
There was what was the punt fest that we had like a couple weeks ago?
Absolutely.
Before you guys basically are like, we're gonna win the Super Bowl.
Hell,
like, remember? I mean, you guys are literally one game above 500 in the last playoff spot in the NFC. So before we figure out where the parade is, if it's going to be Market Street in San Francisco or
Lafayette.
Lawrence.
it's not going to be it's not nobody.
Lafayette, I'll host it.
No, well,
Capital Expressway. There's a
Can
lot of options.
Could you imagine? I mean, first off, like it wouldn't go down Lafayette. The only play. I mean, maybe El Camino.
Maybe El Camino.
Maybe El Camino.
Maybe
but like,
El Camino.
you can't down Lafayette. Are you down Monroe? We're just gonna go straight
That would
down
be a
Monroe.
slap in the face to the great Santa Clara if we had the parade in San Francisco, which
No.
I know it will be.
Could you
Absolutely
imagine?
will
Could
be
you
on
imagine
Saturday.
what your neighbors would think? They already don't want the Niners there. Imagine if there was a parade.
Oh, they'd kill over and die.
Everybody's like, I'm moving out. I'm just putting my house on the market before the parade.
I'm moving to San Francisco. It's a better place.
It's less chaotic in San Francisco.
That's right.
Speaking of chaotic, you guys got to go over to mojobreakshop.com because we are running Black Friday deals right now. We are dropping 2 products a day at a huge discount with limited quantities. So it's actually right on the front page, Mojo Break Shop. You can see the November deals. We also are going to be leading up to some doorbusters on Black Friday. Those will probably be dropping late Thursday night. So make sure if you listen to this podcast, bookmark the page and keep checking every day to see if there's something that might suit your fancy because the prices are insane. Let's get right into this week in the hobby, which we're going to talk about some of the new releases. We've got Allen Ginter, and as of right now, I will search while we're doing this. We're recording this on Tuesday, by the way, guys. There is no checklist, and this is a product that if you're new to the hobby, you're like, what is Allen Ginter? It is a baseball product with a twist. There is your non-sport signers. In the past, we've had Dave Portnoy. We've had, tennis. We've had not Serena. Who was a big tennis? Rafael Nadal.
Wee Man.
We had
Mike Tyson.
Manny Pacquiao was a big one.
Manny Pacquiao was a big one. I believe Kevin Costner. Costner signed one year.
They've had a lot of comedians over the years.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, Tom Segura has had an auto. Bert Kreischer. So
is Joe Rogan?
No, that'd be a great one though. That might be one of the ones because I was going to ask the audience. Who would you like to see sign a card that maybe isn't out there?
Got to imagine the signing fee for Joe Rogan pretty steep at this point.
But does he have a contract with UFC, which is I guess that's Panini right now?
That might also be it. He may only be able to sign Panini products, which he has not up to this point.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, and if you're not familiar with Allen Ginter, it's usually 3 hits. Another element that's really cool about it is the rip card. Now, I know Topps came out with a product called the rip card, which was not anything in comparison to what Ginter is. Ginter usually has 2 rip cards a case, and it's numbered to 99 or less. They go all the way down to 10. And you have a choice of keeping the card the way that it is or ripping it and seeing if there's a better value item on the inside, which is a double chase element for collectors. It's always been fun. They've always kept it real with that. They've done box topper rip cards. They've done double rip cards. You rip one, and then you could rip another one.
Double rip card.
It's insane. So that's another great element, which we know those will be in there. And but we don't know what is on the checklist for the non-guys. I'm going to start with Dan. Like, if you had to make a Mount Rushmore of autographs or even say relics, guys that you would want to see in here, who would you say?
Well, I mean, I just said one that I think would be pretty obvious. Like Joe Rogan would be a good one. I think there's a lot of I love comedy. I love comedians. I love stand-up comedians. I would love to see, like, I've already said I'm a big fan of Andrew Santino. I'd like to see him get a card. The Whiskey Ginger. That'd be awesome. But Mount Rushmore. Wait, Doug, breaking news.
There is some early cards. There is some early cards on eBay. Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen is on eBay, which has been done before.
I was going to say no disrespect to Charlie Sheen, but I feel like there is a lot of products.
What do you mean on eBay?
There is 2022 Allen and Ginter autos on eBay, a few of them. I see Jim Palmer. I see Ryan Velotti, obviously baseball. But I do see a Charlie Sheen full-size auto SSSP, Major League Platoon Rare. So somebody's breaking the rules and street dated it a little early. Damn rule breakers. They're probably breaking on whatnot. But anyways, or drip, I don't know. But anyways, we've got Charlie Sheen. In a full size, so not the mini. Most of the non-baseball guys are the mini card framed, but this is a full size auto here. So.
Yeah, I'm looking now at a few. I'm seeing. I don't know if these are auto subjects, but their cards are in there. Charlotte North Lacrosse. We know Topps is going full speed with some of the lacrosse stuff. Rachel Balkovich, who is the first female manager,
for like a Leonardo DiCaprio, Allen and Ginter signing, or a Brad Pitt. Like, let's go big.
Boxes will be basically twice as much as like a normal like Prism basketball or football release.
Sweet.
If that's the case,
like a $7,000 box.
Who would be the Mickey Mantle of non-baseball signers? Like to the masses, who would it be?
I mean, Pop Century's got like Taylor Swift cut autos and stuff, which is pretty big. Like something like that, like Beyonce. I don't know, a former president would be big.
Britney Spears.
And I know she signed for Pop Century.
Yeah.
And interesting enough, Leaf has the Logan Paul autos, and there's genius move if you're able to do something like this. They're $249. You can order them until November 20th, and it's print to order. So there might be 50. There might be 50 million. I don't know.
50. Well, probably not 50 million.
Probably not 50 million.
Probably
somewhere in between.
Probably somewhere. I would say 100% somewhere in between that 50 to 50 million, somewhere.
And he also has a Mattress Mac rookie card that he made too, as well. So Leaf kind of taking over here on some of the pop culture stuff. So Topps had an opportunity to get some hype on whatever they have in here. It's starting to make me a little worried that there maybe ain't anything great in here because we are on Tuesday, And the release is tomorrow.
Yeah, and
I mean, how do we create any hype on a product when we don't know what's in it?
And
I mean,
I'm
we
just-
could
I know they're busy. There's
we
a
could
lot
also
of products
talk. We
coming
could
out.
also talk musicians. I know you would love a Machine Gun Kelly autograph.
He is in Jackass, which is going to be probably his rookie auto, which I need to get one. But yes, I would love to see. Maybe they had him sign at the same time.
Maybe.
Maybe Zero Cool,
What if we had
Ginter.
like Robert Plant, Jimmy Page,
Oh
dual
man,
autos?
that would be awesome.
Woo!
Man, I mean, you guys would know
I think
better
it'd be
than me.
difficult to get them in the same room.
That's
I
true.
don't think they.
It
I don't
only
think it's seeing
happens
eye to eye right now.
It only happens once every like 10 to 15 years. In fact, that's probably even pushing it. What they've had like that one reunion concert. They had like an interview. They had that Kennedy Center honors, and then they were on like Letterman, and like that was it.
Yeah.
Like they have not seen like that's been now over 10 years. So
Yep.
yeah, it's not happening.
So I went on this website. Let's see if we play a little. The website's called Pink Villa, so I didn't vet it first, so who knows? But they have the ultimate checklist, the top 25 most popular celebrities of 2022. Number one, who do you guys think we can? And it's actually a former president, so I'm giving you guys a big hint here.
The most popular celebrity, and now I'm assuming this also takes into like Google searches and stuff like that. And if that's
It says
Obama?
we have yes.
or Q
Okay,
rating.
I-
Okay, then Obama. Yeah, okay.
Popular we have curated a list, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so number one would be Barack Obama.
That makes sense. I
Number
could see
two, Chris Evans, which we have autos of him in
yeah,
Star Wars.
yeah, which is in Marvel.
Or I'm sorry,
Captain
Marvel.
America.
That's what I meant to say.
Surprising because he has been in Marvel sets, and we did a Guess That Price a few weeks ago, and he was not nearly as high as I had anticipated.
Yeah, so then you've got Johnny Depp. You've got Justin Bieber. Bieber has some cards. I don't know if he has any autos.
I think he has autos in that Panini Justin Bieber set. They were super hard to hit, but I believe there was autos in there.
Oprah Winfrey.
Oprah's would be
Even
That'd
though
be a
it's
big
kind
one.
of, I don't know if it's popular with the Gen Zs, but
Oprah's Oprah.
Oprah's Oprah.
Oprah's Oprah.
Bill Gates, a little controversial maybe.
Maybe.
How about Elon?
Elon?
I mean, it would be something.
That would be something.
Have a Twitter relic and or a relic, a Twitter blue relic. I mean, that's super rare.
Robert Downey Jr., Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah, which
I don't know if The Rock has The Rock
he doesn't
signed anything.
He does. He has not signed recently, and his that's when I'm a little surprised. He's also the kind of guy that he could be like, I want to do my own set. Like it's just a Dwayne Johnson set.
about-
like I could see that. I
How
could
about
foresee
Kevin
that.
Hart?
Kevin Hart would be a big one.
Kevin Hart would be good in Ginter.
That would be a big one.
Ooh, actually, so there is a 2002 Inkworks, The Scorpion King, Dwayne
Yes.
Johnson
That is the big one.
auto, and that's a lot of money. And then a bunch of if you go on eBay, there's a bunch of they have Doom Dwayne Johnson too, 2005 Doom. I think that movie kind of right.
Yeah, that was a flop.
That was a
That was a
flopper.
big flop.
Based on a video game, right?
Based on the video game
Yeah.
Doom. Yes.
And then there's also if you're looking at cards, there was the Miami football card of him playing, which I believe Ed Reed was in the same set, but I think they're only handed out at Miami University games. So he actually has one.
And I believe it's like
It's
it
a
was
lot of money.
I think it's like a sheet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a sheet, so it was people cut him. But anyways, yeah, we'll stay tuned, see what they say with Ginter. We also
I'm
have
excited for Ginter.
we also have Cosmic Chrome, which is how would you describe Cosmic Chrome, Cody? Looking at this Mookie Betts,
I think initially my thought was
Star Wars slammed into baseball.
I thought it was their answer to Prism, basically. That's what my initial thought was. I before
I
even
always
seeing
thought
anything.
Chrome was the answer to Prism.
I mean, it should be, right? But I feel like this is even more so where you're getting into the color, like specifically the fact that they're not highlighting autos. The fact that they're like, it's all about the color and it's shinier than usual. And I know Chrome is shiny. I know,
all about
I
that
know
base.
Chrome's shiny. I don't know. I guess it would be maybe even beyond that. I don't know if there's an equivalent, a Panini equivalent to what this is. I
Yeah,
don't
so
know.
it looks like autos are falling 4 in a 12-box case. So 4, like every third box pretty much. So the autos should warrant some value. I mean, you have the outstanding rookie class with Witt, Julio, and I believe, was it Nucleus Refractors?
I just realized. You know what this is? It's Revolution for Tops. That's what this is. This is
There
Tops'
you
answer to
go.
Revolution.
That's a good take. Conrad will be very proud of you for making that
I
assessment.
mean, it's all about color, and the autos are not really a factor.
It is. It's Revolution.
It's Revolution Tops.
Tops.
Essentially.
yeah, I mean, we are getting out of the parallel
And
era.
it is
though.
cosmic, a galactic. Yeah.
I just really, yep. There you go. We figured it out.
Wow.
We cracked that nut.
Not Prism.
Not Prism.
Not Prism.
You're right. Prism is Chrome. Prism equals Chrome. Cosmic equals Revolution.
Okay, we're getting weird and wacky here. I like it. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few cards on eBay. Less people breaking the rules with that product, but there's a few of them. There's a Kyle Muller Orange Wave up there, refractor.
Why even have release dates at this point? Why?
It's a free-for-all.
I mean, time is relative.
We are in the Wild West again. We went back to 2012 when you break it when you got it.
In your car. Might as well go live.
In your car.
With a phone. So, yeah, we do have those breaks available at Mojobreak.com on the release day, which is tomorrow, Wednesday. You're probably listening to this on Thursday, so there's going to be more. So even if you miss,
the rules here.
We follow the rules. We are rule followers. But you'll probably be able to get some throughout the weekend. Guys, we do sell the non-baseball spots separate, so if somehow the checklist comes out by the time this podcast releases, look it up, see what's in there, grab your spot. You get all the cards in a case break of the non-baseball. If there's not a baseball team on it, it goes to you. But also you've got Julio, you got Wander, you got Bobby Witt, you got lots of baseball chase, cut autos, lots of stuff with Ginter, and then Cosmic Chrome. Parallel era might go crazy. The autos might be insane. Julio Rodriguez auto is probably going to be hard, so if you get it, it's going to be worth something. So check that out at Mojobreak.com. But I want to get into football talk because, football it's just been a great season. It's been a great season of football. Looking forward to the parade down Lafayette. And it's time for the NFL Blitz segment here at Mojobreak.com. And we're going to talk about Week 10 stars. And I assumed it was going to be McCaffrey, Mitchell, Garoppolo, Hufanga. But we've got a cast of characters on here.
I tried not to be biased when I
don't
want
to look at your monitor.
I tried not to be biased when I put together these Week 10 stars. I was tempted to pick a Niner. But, look, I will start off by eating crow here. I was dead wrong about the Dallas Cowboys. I said they're going to go to Green Bay, and they're going to absolutely just absolutely, whoop them. They're going down, and it didn't happen. Aaron Rodgers came back.
Didn't happen.
Aaron Rodgers threw only 20 passes, but he's back.
I said the Chargers were going to beat the 49ers, and they very well could have.
I guess we're all wrong.
If Gerald ever didn't get hurt.
We were all wrong.
There's one guy that's usually always right here, and it's not C-Red who's not sitting here. It's the other guy in the band. But Justin Jefferson, I wanted to highlight, guys. Is it time to take notice on receivers? I mean, Justin Jefferson, the catch that's arguably as good as ODB, maybe harder to catch.
It's the catch of the year at this point. I think when you put it in the context of what that meant in the game and the opponent they were playing, it's definitely the catch of the year for me. Okay, Dan.
No. I mean, I know we're talking, and if we're gonna talk about the Bills Vikings game, which was from an entertainment standpoint,
most
probably
game of the week.
Probably one of the most exciting games that we're ever going to see.
Yeah, maybe of the year. Actually,
maybe the game of the year. So definitely the game of the year.
The
so
Bills
far.
are like they're like get your popcorn because we had the Chiefs last year, Bills in the playoffs.
With the game over, and I know you're at the 1 inch line, but the game over, how do you fumble the ball in the end zone?
Right.
I mean that.
Well, when you have
that is something the Rams would do.
Well,
that is
when it's butt ass cold and your UCL is hanging off. It's probably hard to basically.
No. That dude played a solid game, slinging it around.
Well, we don't know.
He was not injured. We
don't know if the cortisone was wearing off in the fourth quarter there or overtime, whatever we were playing.
You literally have one job: not to fumble the ball in the end zone. The game is over. You have one job. Don't fumble it in the end zone. You fumbled it in the end zone.
Could it have been the center's fault? Maybe it hit his butt on the way out? I don't know.
Center, quarterback, doesn't matter.
Right.
And if the ball hits the ground, somebody better get it.
Can we start to talk? Can this conversation begin? Is Josh Allen actually that guy? Does he deserve all the hype he has gotten in this hobby? Considering how he has performed, especially the last few weeks, especially against top-tier opponents, where he just hasn't shown up and has made really costly mistakes.
After the fumble, he goes out there.
Throws a pick.
No, he drove down the field to get a field
goal,
goal, right?
No, they threw a pick to end the game because the Vikings.
No, I'm saying to get the Vikings when they recovered there was still time on the clock.
Sure.
Buffalo had to go down and score.
Yes.
Yeah.
To send it into overtime.
But he did ultimately.
And he basically drove the team down.
Right.
after fumbling the ball in the end zone.
But but you're right. How did the game end? He threw a pick in the end zone, and it was over. So look, I still think
Which I
Josh
thought they
Allen
were
is-
going to.
Wow,
I thought
I
they
mean,
had that game in the bag because
I still
Vikings
think
kicked a field goal, and I'm like, oh, that's it. It's over.
Right.
Oh, well, I thought they had it in the bag.
I know.
When only thing they didn't have to just don't fumble the ball in the end zone.
How many
Fumble in the end
tables
zone.
were broken after that?
Actually, none, because it was not his time to celebrate.
That
it was
Oh,
not,
oh, the
those-
table is
The
as
table
well.
no,
stay intact.
That happens in the tailgate before the
Right.
game.
But not after? They don't just be like, oh, we have tables left over.
No. Well. Okay.
I brought extras.
Okay. Time out. I need you to think about that for a second, because you've been to a tailgate before, right?
Yeah.
You've been to a tailgate.
Sure.
Okay. So when you get done,
Yeah.
you just leave your tables out there and go to the game.
No, you
you
put
put
them in
them
the car, but you can take them back out.
You
Or
don't
you-
know.
or you break
Nobody.
'em.
Nobody.
Or you break 'em.
Nobody goes, okay, I just packed up. I'm gonna pull my table out just so people could jump on it. That all those activities.
I've never been to Buffalo. I don't know what they do
All
over there.
those
I just hear they
activities.
break
I
tables.
have never been either, but I'm confident it happens.
Well,
before the
if
game.
you want
at
to
the
know what
tailgate.
they do in Buffalo, the fact that they are breaking tables, like that is their number one activity, tells you what there is to do in Buffalo.
I gotta. I gotta.
No disrespect to the good folks of
Speaking
Buffalo.
of, speaking of tailgates, speaking of Buffalo, I don't know if I told you guys this, but I did go to the opening night Buffalo Rams game. Right.
That was a great game.
It was a good half, a good first half, and then it got real bad. But we were sitting there hanging out at tailgate with my club, and Bills fans came over and they were trying to jump through our table.
No.
Yes.
No.
They're all. Can we jump through your table? Can we jump? And we're like,
No, that's
No.
not real.
100%.
No.
100%.
I believe it.
100%. Guy tried to do it too,
I
and he
believe it.
actually it was one of those plastic tables that we have, and it just like didn't do anything, and he just fell, like slid off of it, and he just got up and just walked away. One of our club guys was like, he was about ready to go after him. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, what are you doing? Why are you doing this?
How many injuries happen? I mean, you
I don't know. They're built different.
They're
I guess so, man.
They're
built different.
They're built different.
built different.
But
I wouldn't.
I don't know.
Work.
What do Niner fans do at tailgates?
Sip our wine and eat
No,
our
not
fancy
any, not anymore. That was
If-
the good old days.
If you talk to the people outside of this area,
that
they're
was
like,
the good old days
yeah.
in Hunters Point.
That's right.
when you would basically sip wine
That's right. Oh,
and eat fancy cheese.
Oh,
No,
yeah,
what-
brats and beers. No. It's
No,
about
we-
goat cheese and Pinot Noir,
We
baby.
sip greatness. We eat greatness because we are greatness. That's what it is. I mean, anything that's
I don't
done
even
there is
no,
greatness.
that had nothing.
Do you
to
have a ride at your You can go get on a ride.
You can go on Top Gun.
Like you can get on
No,
a ride
you
at a
cannot
tailgate.
go. You can't actually.
Maybe
You
not now,
could.
but
You
used
could
to.
2 years ago. Now you can't.
You can go see Snoopy.
You can't though.
Yeah, no,
You can't. You.
And
What,
those days are going to be long gone in about 10 years. Who knows? I
What-
don't know.
was
That's
good
a
time.
weird.
what
yeah.
do you do at a Niner game?
I don't know. I walk to the game. I don't know. I don't participate in tailgate activities, but there's a lot of barbecuing.
Yeah.
We probably have better club names than like Ram Nation or whatever you guys have your names out there.
There probably
Ram Club.
there probably is a Ram. I could guarantee you there's a Niner Nation club.
No, there is. There's 100%.
They're. I mean, I don't know where they came up with that name.
So
Geniuses.
just to be clear how we're feeling, I've not looked up Josh Allen's prices. I'm sure they're still really
We're still
really
talking
high.
about sports cards.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I don't know if you know what this podcast is about,
Oh, that's right.
but I don't know. I think there's going to be not huge, but I think especially the last couple of weeks, he's starting to kind of like he has not looked as great, I think, as maybe some folks would like him to like to believe he can be in these huge situations. So I think the hype on Allen is going to start to die down a little
and
bit.
who have I been saying?
And he's not. They're not in the playoffs as of today. They would not be in the playoffs right now.
the Bills.
Yes, I believe so.
Really?
Yeah, I believe the Jets have the tiebreaker.
I'll take Josh Allen
Yeah.
on my team.
I mean, yes. Don't
I
get me
mean,
wrong.
let's
over
roll.
Wolford, yeah.
Right.
Let's roll over Garoppolo. I mean,
No, of course.
Thank
Of
you,
course.
Thank
No,
you.
again, somebody says to me right
Mr.
now,
Lance over here is like trying to figure out
No,
what
yeah.
he does. He's all, do I love Jimmy Garoppolo right now? Do I hate Jimmy Garoppolo right now?
But I don't know if you guys remember like 3 or 4 episodes ago, and it was obviously the Patty Mahomes hater over here that had me, and he's not here to defend himself today. But I was saying Patrick Mahomes is the guy.
Yeah, he's the guy.
And clearly he's the guy, head and tails
Clearly.
above, the best record in the AFC and the most Out of all the quarterbacks in the NFL, all 32, he is the guy. If you are putting your money somewhere as an investor or as somebody that wants a legendary card, it's clearly Patrick Mahomes. And, obviously, you have Aaron Rodgers, you have Tom Brady, but those are, they're in the tail end of their career. The guy that has the most potential in his career right now is clearly Patrick Mahomes.
I actually looked something up because I was actually going to start to make the argument, because maybe it's just because of the room we're in where I'm like, is Patrick Mahomes actually underrated? Which, again, it's because we do a podcast every week with C-Rad saying, Pat Mahomes not the guy. Come on now.
Scrub.
What are you talking about? And then I actually had to look it up. I'm like, wait a minute. Am I crazy or something? And no, he is. I think it said if through their first 6 seasons, he's 20 touchdowns behind Dan Marino for the most in their first 6 seasons. But that's counting. He only played that one game in his first season where he didn't even. I think he threw 5 or 6 passes. So really, he has the most touchdowns ever for a guy through his first 5
And you can't say, hey,
seasons.
Tyreek Hill. That's why he's got Tyreek Hill. Right. He's got a whole new cast besides Kelsey.
And
I know Kelsey's still there,
Yeah.
but he's got a new cast. He's making it happen again.
I get that, but how much?
Oh, Andy Reid?
Andy Reid has Patrick Mahomes' success. Some of it has to go to Andy Reid.
What did he do in Philly? He didn't do anything in Philadelphia.
He brought a team to the Super Bowl, and they were consistently one of the best teams
Donovan
in the
McNabb
NFC.
was one of the best quarterbacks of that era when he was there.
The Eagles were a really good team when he was in charge.
Did you literally just? They were the best team for 5 years.
They're really good.
But
If
if you
you're-
couldn't get over the
They
hump.
were my go-to team in Madden.
If you're
for
thinking
many.
of hobby and somebody's like, I'm going to give you, this is a weird take here, but if I'm going to give you $100,000, you got to pick one player and you're going to put it away for 10 years and you're going to pull it out. No question, right?
It's Mahomes.
No question.
Yeah, of the modern guys for sure.
Yeah,
I think.
I'll agree with that. I mean, that's not a weird or crazy. Take.
Well, telling
It's
somebody,
not.
I mean,
It's
the
not.
weird scenario is somebody giving you $100,000 and then you putting away for 10 years.
I guess
that's
the better-
well, Brady.
I think the better question.
I mean,
would
Brady.
be,
Brady is
proven already.
proven. There's
Right,
nothing
right.
Brady is going to be able to do that's really going to affect his prices too much.
Right.
Even if they don't make the playoffs and Brady retires, Brady is still Brady.
So let's take Brady and let's say Aaron Rodgers out of the equation. Let's just take them out of the equation here. So Mahomes is number one. I want to know who's that second guy.
It's a big fall off because, for one,
because I think a lot of people
say
would've
this
said Josh
again
Allen.
too. Russell Wilson is not a Hall of Famer. He keeps showing you guys. Are you guys still on that stoop?
Yeah, he's still
You get
there.
one Super Bowl. Is Trent Dilfer a Hall of Famer?
Okay, dude, you cannot compare
we
Trent
doing?
Dilfer
What
to Russ.
Are we doing this again?
How many MVPs does Trent Dilfer have?
I don't know. How many does Russell have?
He has at least one. I
Oh, I don't know actually.
believe he does.
Let me look it up.
Look it up. He does. If he doesn't, then
He's still a
apparently
Hall
I
of
have
Famer.
no idea what I'm talking
He's
about. He
still
is a Hall of Famer. There's no doubt. Comparing Russell Wilson to Trent Dilfer is ridiculous.
No MVPs.
No
No
MVP.
MVPs,
Pretty-
exactly.
he got pretty close a couple years though.
Super Bowl champion, a Walter Payton Man of the Year, 9-time Pro Bowler.
If he didn't have an MVP, there was years that he was the best quarterback in the league.
A career passer rating of 100.9.
How many touchdowns?
They
He's
don't
got
look
299.
good right now.
Could
And
we?
He is probably done.
Okay, are we gonna? Since Trent Dilfer
see-
and Russell Wilson compare the stats.
Well, but here's the thing. You're just sitting back there going like, well, I don't know if it's Patrick Mahomes. It's Andy Reid.
Do you-
But
how
then
much-
you go Russell Wilson. You don't want to give Pete Carroll
many-
any credit.
how many
You wanna be
years-
like, oh, it's just Russell Wilson. He's great.
How many years does Russell Wilson still have? Like
Yeah.
Okay.
4 years.
Now, here is one scenario where I'm like, maybe this is on the coach. One, because Pete Carroll, I think you're right. This year proving Pete Carroll, very good football coach. Something I think we all knew, but to see them separated it kind of makes it really stark. And also, who's the coach for the Broncos? I forget his name. The new guy,
Young guy.
terrible.
Hackett.
Absolutely,
Hackett?
Hackett, more like hack.
Hack.
Absolutely awful. Like he needs to be. I don't know why they didn't just say, you know what, this isn't working halfway through
Yeah.
the season. He is a bad coach.
Bring
So
in like a Jeff Saturday character there. That
you bring in somebody
doing
with real
analysis.
head coaching experience and
Just bring in Elway.
Bring in Elway.
Just bring in Elway.
And you know what? It has all been leading to that. Since he retired, he's been trying to figure out the secret sauce. He made it work once. He needed Peyton Manning, but he made it work
And he
once.
tried to replicate it again, and it is so far looking like
It's
a
not
failure.
looking great right now.
With a great defense too, and they're 3-6. They just lost to Tennessee.
I don't understand how you could say Russell Wilson isn't a Hall of Famer.
because he's
definitely-
proving it over and
well,
over again.
Well, one, like, getting into the Hall of Fame in football is not like getting into the Hall of
There-
Fame in baseball.
There are worse
I mean-
quarterbacks in the Hall of Fame
He's
right
won
now
one
than
Super
Russell
Bowl. You look at his stats. He's got 26.
Dan Marino won none.
26
and he's
and
still
10.
one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time.
Yeah, but his stats are insane. I mean,
Sure.
if you look at let's look at Russell Wilson, 26 and 10 in 2012, 26 and 9, 20 and 7, 34 and 8, 21 and 11, 34 and 11, 35 and 7, 31 and 5.
What numbers are you rattling
TD
out
touchdowns,
here? Okay,
Those are
like,
good numbers.
Those are
good.
yeah, those are all good
He's
numbers. but
barely.
you're-
He's only thrown a little bit over 4,000 yards a couple times, like 3-4 times.
What's his career record?
He is 107 and 58.
I mean, yes.
But that's not Pete Carroll.
Legion of Boom, Pete
It doesn't
Carroll.
matter.
The defense didn't play.
Legion of Boom, Pete Carroll, I get it. But also, I know the passer rating is among the best of all time.
What is
at
his
this
passer
point.
rating?
It's 100. It's over 100. There are a few quarterbacks in the league who
If
can
you
say
could
that.
have Russell Wilson or Jimmy Garoppolo right now, and how good are the Niners if they have Russell Wilson?
I mean, I would like to see what Shanahan can do
They
with Russell.
are. I know it hurts, Doug. I know it
and he's been
hurts.
better-
The
and he's been
Niners
better.
are a better team with Russell Wilson than they are Jimmy Garoppolo.
Wait, what was his QB rating?
I think it's a career passer rating of 100.9.
Well, Jimmy's is 99, so it's not that far of a difference.
With how many more games played, though?
He's 37 and 17, so yeah,
Right.
there's a lot more.
There's a lot more games under his belt.
What's Jimmy Garoppolo's career record?
37 and 17. Hall of Famer.
37 and 17.
Yes.
Yeah, it's actually pretty.
How long has he been in the league for?
I know it's actually kind of insane that it feels like he hasn't been in the league.
37 and what?
17.
I don't know how.
Does he
he's-
play 2 games a year?
Yeah, I don't.
Jimmy
know.
Garoppolo has been like in the league for like 20 years.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
No, 14 and 15 he didn't play. And then he played 2 games in 16. He played
he
5
has
games
played
in 17.
he's played in less than 50 games.
No, that's there. We'll do the math.
Yeah.
Well, no, wait,
Yeah,
30,
that's
no, you're
54.
right. Yeah.
37 and what?
17.
Okay, so just a little over 50.
Yeah. You act like I was like way off.
Yeah, that's about right.
He has played 54 games in his NFL career. He was drafted in 2014.
Guy gets hurt, and also didn't play a lot in his first few years.
Yeah.
Had this guy named Tom Brady ahead of him.
Russell Wilson is 100 and something.
Russell Wilson is only 2 years older than Jimmy Garoppolo.
and he was drafted in 2000. Let that sink in.
Yeah, he's played 160.
Jimmy Garoppolo is good for
166
4
games.
games, 5 games a year.
Well, I'm not going to say anything, knock on wood.
Wow.
Now we can move on past Russell Wilson.
Why?
Time will tell. Time will tell if he's a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall.
He has 10 more years like this. He's not a Hall of Famer.
He's a Hall of Famer.
Okay,
Patrick Mahomes.
he isn't not playing 10 more years.
No, probably not.
It's ridiculous because Cody, you get that. Like Russell Wilson retires when he is eligible for the Hall of Fame. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer,
Hall of Famer.
without question.
Am I crazy? Can you guys tweet us? Tweet
without
us.
question.
Tweet us out. Mojobreak_com or Mojobreak Media. Tweet us out.
I think
I want your opinion on this. Like these guys act like I'm drinking the sippy juice this morning. Or
You
something.
100% are.
I like. What are we seeing? What has he done? Did he give you a
In
gift?
football.
What has he done?
In
Did he give you a
football.
Christmas gift?
In football, you get 10 years at an elite level, which Russell Wilson had. He had a Super Bowl win in the middle. You have that stretch of 10 years as a quarterback. You are a Hall of Famer. Period. End of story. That's it. Hell, and again, this is why I make the Steve Young comparison. He has a similar career
The thing
trajectory.
is, and I think
they
it's
have a
biased
very
opinion, 'cause
similar
when
career.
Russell Wilson was in Seattle, he was slanging it. He kind of had the Niners number.
He definitely did.
So I think this is where the bias is
Nah.
coming to the forefront.
No.
It's like Doug dislikes Russell Wilson. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. And that's fine. That's fine. But you cannot deny that he is a first ballot, no doubt, Hall of Famer. And you're going to look back and go, Russell Wilson, when he played in his era, was one of the best quarterbacks out there year in and year out.
Yeah. I think that's fair.
He was barely in the top 10. I'm serious. He's better than Brady.
I think you're mixing up
He's
him
better-
with Dak Prescott right
he
now.
played with Peyton Manning. Is he better than Peyton Manning?
Okay.
he
Matt
bet-
is
I mean,
Matt
Drew Brees?
Okay,
Now, Drew
okay.
Brees?
Is Matt Stafford a Hall of Famer?
No, absolutely not.
I think it's still up for debate. I will say this: after the Super Bowl, I was more on the trending towards Hall of Fame.
Now, Matt
Now,
Stafford
I
has
don't
a butt ton more yards. A butt ton. Like, he has a 5,000-yard season.
Right. Helps to also throw to Calvin Johnson all those years, but it's not his fault. Like, I'm not going to hold that against
He is
him.
89 and 100, but he has 51,000 yards.
This year?
Well, no.
Last year.
If only.
2011, he had 5,000 yards, and he's hovered over 4,000 yards pretty much every season, except for season 0.
And he has a championship now.
He has
He's
one
gotta win.
championship now, but he's 89 and 100.
It's going to be one of the to me, he falls into, like, he is a better statistical version of, like, the Eli Manning debate.
I think because you take the body of work with Matt Stafford, the body of work of Russell Wilson, I do agree. I mean, taking my Homer hat off for a second, I do. Russell Wilson, without a doubt. When you talk about Hall of Fame, he definitely has a leg up on Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
What about Matt Ryan?
No,
That's a tough one.
not a Hall of Famer.
I don't know.
Dude,
I don't know.
It's a good thing that
We
Doug
forget
doesn't-
how good
It's a
he
good thing
was.
that Doug doesn't have a vote for Hall of Famers because nobody get in.
I think
It'd be like every year, like, sorry, nobody gets in this year.
If they had won that Super Bowl, I don't think we would even be asking that question. I think we would be like, yes, of course he's a Hall of Famer. Do you remember the 2016 season? That was one of the great offensive seasons any quarterback's ever had.
He also had Julio Jones.
He also had Julio Jones. He had a lot of great weapons around him.
But my whole thing is you got to be in the top 5 of your peers during your era, and he wasn't.
There was a time where Matt Ryan, I think, for about a
Matt
4
Ryan,
or 5 year period,
and
was
this
a top
one I
5.
think I will get correct. Matt Ryan did have an MVP.
Yes, that was the 2016 season.
Yeah.
So if you would put all that together, where the Falcons were as good as they should have won that Super Bowl, and Matt Ryan won the MVP. I don't even think we'd be talking about it. I think we'd be like, yeah, he's probably a Hall of Famer.
They have the top 25 since 2000 quarterbacks, and actually have Matt Ryan ranked higher than Russell Wilson. So is Matt Ryan or Russell Wilson better than Tom Brady? No. Drew Brees? No. Peyton Manning? No. Aaron Rodgers? No. Phillip Rivers? No. Kurt Warner? No. Right?
Kurt Warner.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
So and again,
Ben Roethlisberger?
This
No.
is hard. This is hard for me.
I don't think Ben Roethlisberger is as good a quarterback as he won Super
Eli
Bowls.
Manning?
You
This
want
is-
to talk about a guy
This
who
is hard.
benefited
This
from
is
his
hard
team.
for me because Kurt Warner's in the Hall of Fame.
As he should be. Yeah. As he should be.
You look at his career stats.
And I went against him.
He really started playing later in his career. His stats really don't line up to Matt Stafford's stats. They don't really line up to Russell Wilson's stats.
I think the big heavy lifting there is the fact that he came in as a shocker and won the Super Bowl with the Rams, and then later in his career brought the Cardinals to the Super Bowl.
So his pathway to success has to do with him getting into the Hall of Fame. It's how he did it more than the stats.
I totally think that's
Well,
the case.
here's an interesting guy. They have 5th on this list. Phillip Rivers.
Philip, look at the stats.
Phillip Rivers is a Hall of Famer.
Incredible stats.
I
He's
agree.
Hall of Fame.
I agree. But he's very similar to Dan Marino, right? Where he didn't get a chip at the end of his career.
I actually think Matt Ryan makes the Hall of Fame. I think Matt Stafford makes the Hall of
was this
Fame.
basketball Hall
I
of
think
Fame or
Russell
what?
Wilson makes the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I think, like I said, the only guy
Obviously,
I think,
Drew Brees.
I
Drew
need-
Brees is
yeah,
no doubt, right? You're
Right.
gonna
No,
jump in on that.
he's
You have some kind of
he's
weird
second in
personal
all-time
vendetta
stats,
against Drew
and he has
Brees.
Super Bowls.
I think
Super Bowl.
Stafford is the only one I'm on the fence about right now, but I was way more in his corner after that Super Bowl. So if they can have some more success and if he gets back to healthy on the field, then I think I'd be more swayed to
I
get
think
him.
with the NFL, they just if there's stats that really, really jump off the sheet, I think that's what voters really look at. Like Stafford's career yards is just like, wow.
It's insane.
Yeah, wow. Okay.
Well, and also we got to get into guess that price, but I wanted to mention that you're probably already getting into this after, but we're doing eBay Live. We're very proud that we're given the opportunity to do the very first eBay Live on their live commerce app. Like I said, you'll be hearing this after I've already done it, but it was Wednesday nights. Great deals. We plan on doing another one in coming up as well, so we'll let you guys know the date and the time on that one.
Mid-December.
Yeah, we'll have an event for that, so we'll let you guys know. Let's get into some picks for this week. You know, one guy I'm really high on, and it's probably an obvious one, is the connection that Aaron Rodgers made with Watson. I think Watson, 2022 rookie, that class is looking better and better. They got a home game this Thursday on Prime Video against the Titans. I think that connection builds, and I am probably buying some Watson cards.
Give me Lamar Jackson.
Going back with Lamar, huh?
I'm always Lamar. I was going to
Well,
make this
they're playing the
argument.
Panthers, so-
I was going to make this argument about the Josh Allen thing. And again, I think Josh Allen has a rebound this week. I think the Bills have a rebound this week, and I still like him more than most quarterbacks. But to me, this season has proven that Lamar Jackson is the most underrated quarterback among collectors. He has been. I saw a stat after that Monday night win a few weeks back that they are, I think, one of like 8 teams in NFL history to hold a double-digit lead in every game through the first 9 games of the season, and every other team on that list was 9-0 to start the season. Other than them, they are way better than the record indicates. He is a superstar. Pay this man, and the Cards' value is going up, but I still think he's super underrated. So give me Lamar and the Ravens until further notice.
I don't know if he's going to play this week, and this is a heck of a take. I'm just curious to see how well he's going to perform on this team with the weapons that surround him. Deshaun Watson coming back with the Browns.
It'll certainly be interesting.
Is he starting this weekend?
I think he can come back to practice. I doubt that he plays this week, but I'm just curious to see how that offense is going to look with Amari Cooper and Donovan Peoples-Jones actually looking really good as well. That running back, I don't think there is a better running back tandem in the league.
Chubb is back the best in the league right now.
Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. Defense is good. I mean, Myles Garrett, you can make an argument, is probably the best defender in the league.
I am just.
But I'm trying to say is that there is an opportunity here. Watson cards are. I mean,
my only issue is
they've been tanking. For obvious reasons, they've been tanking for a while.
That's why I just wouldn't touch him. I don't care how well he performs. I just think there's a stink on him that's never going to.
I'm not worried about that, as I am worried about that a little bit. But my problem is they're 3-6. They're playing the Bills this week, so they're going to be 3-7. I don't think you can make the playoffs. I don't think you can win out and make the playoffs at 3-7. Not in the AFC. The AFC is stacked. So yeah, Watson may get out there and he might make some highlight plays, but they're not going to make the playoffs.
But they've been competitive.
No, they've been really good
with Jacoby Brissett.
Yeah, and they're
and I think we could all say on the football field, if you were to pick a quarterback to, quarterback your team,
right?
If you have Jacoby Brissett or Deshaun Watson,
of course.
there's a significant talent level that you get with Deshaun Watson. Yeah. I'm curious to see how that offense is going to look.
Certainly curious. At the very least.
Granted, I think you're right. I think
But if they win this week, it's a game changer. If they somehow beat the Bills, then Watson's on the radar because 4-6 is back in the thing.
I think you're right that the fact that the Browns needed Brissett just to hover around 500
yeah.
and when Watson comes back, in order for them to make a playoff push. Got close, but just not quite there.
Yeah.
All right, well, that wraps up our Blitz. We got Guess That Price coming up next.
Hey, everybody, thanks so much for watching The Hype. Before we get back to the action, we want to let you know about the brand new eBay Vault. Now, why vault your cards with the original marketplace? Well, that's because the eBay Vault isn't just a way to protect what you collect, it's a new way to trade. Not only have your cards never been safer, thanks to their secure, climate-controlled facility, but you're also locking in real savings. You pay no sales tax when you ship to or transact within the vault, and there are no storage fees for 2 years. Just imagine what you can do with all that money that you're saving. And with the eBay Vault's seamless in-app experience, you can track, buy, and sell your cards in real time. From listing your cards in seconds with eBay Collection to tracking trends with the eBay Price Guide, managing your collection is more seamless than ever before. The eBay Vault. Buy, sell, secure. As Doug said, it's time for another round of Guess That Price. This time, it's just Doug versus Dan.
Yep. Going down, Dan.
Going
down.
So there are 5 cards here. The theme is the NFL. We're past now the halfway point of the season. We're getting to those fun games where we're getting Thanksgiving games and Saturday games. It's always my favorite time of the year.
Heartwarming time of year.
It's a heartwarming time of the year.
The best holidays coming up. Christmas is
That's
the greatest
incorrect.
holiday
That's
of the
absolutely
year.
See, I thought Dan was going to be like, yes, you're right. The best holiday's coming up. Thanksgiving is just a week away.
Thanksgiving's good. Christmas, man.
There's so many. I'm starting to like some Christmas songs.
Just want to sit it out.
I will say I am staunchly a Christmas does not start till the day after Thanksgiving. And even that might be a little like the weekend after.
Well, they the marketing of like Target and stuff. They don't have any decorations for Thanksgiving, or else if they did, we would have that right now, and they'd be pushing that. The fact of the matter is like we don't have anything to push for Thanksgiving, so we're going to start Christmas in 2 months.
Well, let me tell you, I threw a little Halloween party before Halloween weekend, and so my wife and I went to some local stores like Wednesday before Halloween, thinking, this will be easy. Nope. They're all gone. It's all Christmas stuff already.
Yep.
You're too late. You should have bought your Halloween stuff in August, apparently, which is ridiculous. Anyway, it's guess that price.
Let's do it. What do we got?
All right. And again, the theme here the theme here is Christmas. No, the theme here are leaders in the NFL. Leaders in the NFL. Starting with, this was a little premature. I was going to say the leader in the NFC, now tied for the lead in the NFC after a little bit
Crazy
of a letdown
game.
loss against the Washington Commanders. Jalen Hurts, the quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles, could be your MVP favorite right now. I'd say Patrick Mahomes, but nonetheless. A 2020 National Treasures RPA number to 99. It's a big boy card. PSA 8, Auto 9. It's sold on October 17th, keep in mind. 50 bids on this card.
All right. I'm going 16,000.
All right.
I'm going
Doug says 16.
12,200.
12,200 hundo, and Doug says 16 hundo.
16,000.
16,000. Excuse me.
$1,600.
$1,600.
What a deal!
What a deal! Oh my God, should have jumped on that. 16,000. Excuse me.
It probably was 1,600 at some point.
Actual price. I almost didn't put this on because I know that there was a card. I think Doug was not similar, but sort of similar card that you were trying to sell.
I had the Stars and Stripes.
Yes, the Stars and Stripes. And maybe we're looking at a lot of comps because this went for $15,900. Doug was only
I won. It's over.
Dollars.
So close.
All right.
Okay, well, I sense a little collusion there.
I did not mean to.
No, not at all.
I know.
100%. That was.
So yeah,
I
Doug, you've been selling a card exactly like this.
No,
actually,
no.
Doug, that's your card.
No, to be fair, I sold
wait a
the
minute.
Stars and Stripes at the Mint well before the season. So
Yeah.
dispel all rumors there that I was involved in any kind of
For what it's
collusion.
worth.
My voting machines were working. Okay.
For what it's worth, I think I did see those Stars and Stripes sell for about. I won't say. I don't want to make.
I don't even want to know.
Say it.
Yeah, I won't say.
Say it. I want to say it.
About
say it.
maybe about 4,000 or 5,000 less than this. About 10 or 11.
Less?
Yeah, the Stars
Less.
and Stripes are kind of.
Maybe a little less.
That is
Kinda weird, right?
And wacky stuff.
Weird. Hobby's weird.
Oh, we got King.
All right. Derrick Henry is next. Derrick Henry. He is your. I don't know if he's a rushing leader, but he's close. He's very close. Maybe yards per carry leader. He's been awesome.
Is
lately.
that a gold?
That's a gold. Derrick Henry, 2016 Donruss
Thought it
Optic
was a bronze.
rated
Gold.
rookie gold. Number to 10. It's an on-card auto. It's
Raw.
sold it's raw, not graded. Raw. It's in a top loader there. Sold on October 20th for a buy now price.
Oh, buy now.
How much?
Buy now. Well,
Thought I'd go for
Buy
it.
now. Buy now changes it.
Not a-
And I know you locked in your bet, but I think if this went for bids, it would go for 1,200. But I'm not going with that. I didn't write that down yet. I think if it was a buy it now.
Wait. So you're basically saying you're giving yourself two guesses.
No,
You're
no,
like-
that one doesn't work. It's whatever I write down on the card.
Yeah, I know. But
So
you're-
since I won the last
but you're
round.
waiting because when he tells you what the price is, you're like, oh, that's what I want to send.
1999.
1999.
$1,999.
I'm gonna go $3,250. It's gold.
All right. Actual price. Let me crunch the numbers here real quick.
Uh-oh. That means it's between mine and yours.
Well, usually is since there's only two players, Doug.
It's a sandwich. We have our first tie at Mojobreak.
Boy, it's only $251 off. I should mention. No, $201 off. No, $251. I'm bad at math. Actual price $24.99.99 by $151. Doug is the winner.
I know football.
All
That's
right.
why I'm winning in all my fantasy leagues
So
right now.
Doug gets this next one. That's a wrap. So let's see if Dan can pull
Reek.
off the 2-0 deficit. This is Tyreek Hill, the current receiving yards leader already. I want to say he was like the fastest to 1,000 yards receiving in like a decade.
Well,
like
Jefferson's there now too.
And now Jefferson's there. Tyreek Hill, 2016 Prism Gold rookie card, non-auto. Number to 10, BGS 9.5. It sold on November 7th, 49 bids on this baby.
When was he number 81?
That was a practice
Yeah,
squad.
that's a practice squad.
I don't think he wasn't a high draft pick, remember, because he wasn't even in products really.
Yeah, that's definitely a practice squad getting right there. With the KC Chiefs. Same rookie year as the aforementioned Derrick Henry.
All right. Starting to think mine's a little low, but I wrote it down. I'm going 975.
All right.
1750. That's gold.
Actual price $3,060.90.
Cow.
Dan is the winner.
Barely.
Dan on there.
My gut feeling.
Just by if you just giving a number beyond over 1,000 just got you the win there. All right. So we're at 2-1 now. Doug's still in the lead. Patrick Mahomes. You heard of him? Went a little off the board for this one. Thought I was going to go with like in a big NT sale, but I was like, we always talk about that. So let's go with a 2017 Patrick Mahomes Spectra Pink RPA. Super short print. It's raw. It's in a mag, but it is raw. Sold on September 14th. It was a buy it now. So was this purchase verified? I don't know, but it was buy it now, and it was recorded
14th.
as I say.
That was right at the beginning of the season.
Just as the season started. I don't think there's much Mahomes could have done to make his value go up or down since then, so I thought that's a pretty safe one.
2017. What's it number 2?
It's non-numbered, but is a super short print. That's what it says on there. I don't know. I thought it was numbered,
Weird.
right?
It's
Isn't
got to be numbered if it's a pink.
What are the pinks numbered to in Spectrum?
I don't want to look it up because then I'd find the price, but
Right. Either way, it is either short print or a low number.
I had a
card.
price, then I crossed it out, and I went with another price. So.
I mean, this is still a Mahomes RPA here. It looks like it appears to be a sticker there.
yeah.
Okay, it's a sticker. Okay.
This is old autograph, so definitely rookie.
Yep. Pink ink on the pink card. I like that. Nice touch. All right.
That's great.
What Dan goes first.
7,500.
Wow, we
right.
couldn't be farther away. $2,799. $2,799.
$2,799.
Yes.
Again, this price has not been verified. I just want to really reiterate that, but it did say it was sold for this price on eBay. Everyone could not be more off, but Dan does win by default. Actual price $38,888.
I think there's collusion on
Yeah,
that
I
one
think
too.
there's a little bit of, like I said, a little weird.
I
But it is a 2017. It's a rookie RPA. It's an RPA.
It's raw.
A Patrick Mahomes, but it is raw.
It's raw.
It's raw.
It's raw. It's a sticker auto. It's
right.
raw.
It's a raw sticker.
It's a
auto.
raw.
Anyway. All right. So this is the tiebreaker here.
I was going to go to watch count, but I don't think they would have taken a $2,800 offer on that.
You guys are going to hate me for our tiebreaker here.
Well, no, they would have not. 7,500 was probably.
Yeah.
Closer.
Maybe, yeah, it might have actually been the actual price. All right.
Wow.
First of all,
throwing in the replay.
can you guys,
Wants the replay.
if you guys didn't see the name of the player on the card, what? What am I doing wrong?
Isn't that the card?
Wait a minute.
$2,025?
Wait, did it sell?
November 8th, $2,025.
we
Wait
can't-
a
It's
minute.
all right. It's all right.
Hold up.
We got one
Now,
more.
wait
We got
a
one
minute.
more. We
Now,
got
wait
one
a minute.
We can't do that because that's not the same
That's
card.
not the same card.
Are you sure?
I mean, it's probably the same card,
Oh,
but
no,
it's
it
a
isn't.
different
It
sale.
It's not the same
I
card.
see the patch.
Man, like what? Sometimes you lose, Doug. It's okay.
No, we got one more. We got
gotta-
one more. We got one
You
more.
gotta
right.
take that.
Again-
Gotta take that loss on the chin.
Let me reiterate: if you did not see the name of the player on that card, would you have known who that is?
Just because I've been watching the
Okay.
sack because of Bosa. That's the
Okay.
only reason why.
That is the NFL sack leader, Matt Judon of the New England Patriots. He has had 11.5 sacks, already one off of his career high. Okay, let me explain something because I was confused because he's clearly has 7 years experience in the league, but this is his 2019 rookie playoff ticket.
It happens.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Richard Sherman didn't have a rookie for a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happens.
So, yeah, there you go. He's been playing since 2016, but it's his 2019 rookie card playoff ticket of the current sack leader in the NFL,
The funny thing is that
Matt Judon.
That's a rookie card. He probably wasn't even a rookie on. Was that the Ravens?
Yeah.
He was a rookie on the Ravens.
He was?
Yes,
Okay.
he was on the Ravens. He was drafted by the Ravens.
Because that would be
but
funny
that
if
would
they
be very
actually
funny.
they're all rookie on the Ravens, but he was drafted by who knows, like the
Falcons or
Vikings,
something.
and then now he's on the Patriots.
It is a 2019 Contenders Playoff Ticket Auto rookie card, numbered to 99. It is raw, and it's sold on October 13th for best offer. This is for all the marbles. This is a defensive rookie auto of the current sack
it's raw,
leader.
right?
It is raw. Could not be more raw. It's not even in a sleeve. All right. For all the marbles, Matt Judon rookie auto when it's not a rookie. Dan got it last, so Dan goes first.
This is
It's a weird
wacky
one. I always
Um,
like to go weird and wacky with the last one.
$275.
Ooh. Okay.
Which I think is going to be
$276. No. $450.
Actual price.
Defensive players don't sell for anything.
Just like to this is got maybe the comeback for the ages. It's maybe our greatest comeback in Guess That Price history. $249.99. Dan comes back down 2 to nothing
There we are.
to take Guess That Price.
There we are. I mean,
$249.99.
wow.
$249.
Man, you just
Well, Rams got to win something this year, Rams fans.
You S the bed right there.
Well, 38. I did find that $38,000. That's insanity.
If there's one thing Dan knows,
that was
it's
chilled.
defensive player odds.
Well, no, and I base that on the fact I bought a Contenders Aaron Donald for like $400.
Yeah.
Like defense. I mean, we are not there yet.
He had a good year last year, the 12 and a half sacks.
I actually thought I was like 275 is probably going to be above, but I just didn't know how much. I mean, I was pretty much.
And plus,
right
he's not
on.
a guy. He's not a guy that like Bosa was or Hutchinson.
Right.
They know about him coming out,
Yep.
right? So I think it's a little while for the
But
collecting
still,
community
like
to catch up.
But those players don't sell for a lot.
No, I mean that's probably a $5,000 card there.
No, nobody is going to give you $5,000 for that card, Doug.
I'm gonna try. Well, I don't want to sell it. So.
Maybe if it's Joey.
Speaking of that, before that, did you see Joey Bosa's mom in the stands?
Yes, I think. Oh, yeah, that's right. Because of course,
She had Joey wasn't playing. 'Cause
yeah, I
he's
was gonna
hurt,
say Joey's hurt right now.
but she had a split jersey with the Niners and it's
Yes,
actually something you should look into. It was
yeah,
a
you're right.
split jersey.
Before we sign off, I know we were looking at the NFL memes last week of the quarterbacks. Have you seen the one with the coaches?
I have seen the one with the coaches.
Oh, is it good? Who's the best coach?
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Without revealing what we're actually talking about, the best coach, LaFleur by a wide margin.
It is. I
They actually made Andy Reid look good. Better. Roberto Sala. Oh, this is good. Oh my God, Matty LaFleur.
Yeah, we're all
Shauna
back
McVay.
on when it's May of 2020 again. We're all doing face app. Yeah,
What's Penelope Carroll? It's just Ellen.
that was pretty good. That was pretty good.
Oh, Dana Camp. All right, guys. Well, we'll let you guys find that out, and we'll see you guys on next week's episode. Make sure you follow Mojobreak_com on Twitter and Instagram. We got lots of content coming out. And check on MojobreakShop.com for the upcoming Black November deals. Great deals on some wax. Great Christmas gifts. Get them in there now. We're also going to have some doorbusters. And check us out on eBay Live. Peace.